Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? Yo, irritated as shit today, man. On fucking day. I shouldn't be getting off work this late in the day. I'm pissed, man. The peep game, man. I want to rap about this Saturday's fight, man. I talked about Carlos Adames, man. I want to talk about the main event with Sebastian Fundora versus Ocampo, man. Shout out to Ocampo, man. I thought he was gonna go in there and get outlined in chalk. He never even hit the canvas. Man. I personally thought because Spence was able to go in there and get rid of him in one round, he'd be able to do, he was lunch meat in there in front of Sebastian Fundora, man. But I think he could have been, had he, decided to, use keep on the jab and keep the fight at a distance, at a comfortable distance for him, to where it was comfortable for him and uncomfortable for Ocampo, man. But that just isn't him at his best. It's kind of weird saying that, where a dude who's 6 foot, he's taller and rangier than a lot of heavyweights. Like, if he was fighting at heavyweight, he'd be one of the tallest in the division. Yeah, it'd be only one or two people big, taller than him. So it's weird saying that he's not at his best at a comfortable range. He's at his best at distance. I'm not distance, but in the pocket. That's when he's at his best. That's when he shines. That's where he seems to like to fight at. And I'm not mad at that, man. He did a good job with pumping the jab in the first 3 rounds or so. And he wasn't even throwing nothing off of the jab. He wasn't hooking off the jab. He wasn't bringing the right down the pipe off the jab. It was just a steady jab, popping that man's head back, and he would have to go through hell and high water in order to overcome that jab. And he wasn't able to do that really comfortably, man. He started getting the shit busted up. But he was also having success. He was landing. I don't think he was landing. The shots seemed to be a little bit more glancing blows, and as opposed to how hard that Lubin was hitting him, but they were still scoring shots. And he won about at least 4 rounds in that motherfucker, man. Ocampo, man, he won about 4 rounds in there, man. But he really started having success when Sebastian took that extra step in and started going to work, man. But I don't know, man. I think the kid is good, man. And he's still growing and developing. He's still developing as a fighter, man. I think I don't know how. I don't think he's ready for a Charlo. I honestly don't think he's ready for someone like Charlo, or even a Tony Harrison, man. I don't see him being able to keep somebody like Tony Harrison at bay. I don't see it, man. Tony Harrison has good defense. He can slip, he can dip and get onto the inside and tap you to the body. Throw combinations to the body and finish up top. Throw combinations up top and finish down to the body, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, because his defense on the inside. Now, I think it's kind of hard to explain, man. But no, it's not actually. I think with him, when he's on the inside in close quarters, usually that will work to somebody's detriment. When someone is, Ocampo, they said he's listed at about 5'10" or whatever. But when he fought, I think Nathaniel Gallimore is like 5'9". Erickson Lubin is 5'9". So being in the pocket like that, sometimes it could be to your benefit and to your detriment, because it's still so much length that you have to work around in order to find a target. And with him, he was able to, see the shots come. And I mean, Ocampo was throwing, he was throwing the same combination over and over again, man. He was throwing the same combination over and over again. And, they would land, but it wouldn't be, sometimes it'd be scoring shots. Sometimes it'd get, caught. The left hook to the body and then finish off the combination with the right hand over the top. He did that throughout the duration of the fight. And he just wasn't able to really clip him the way that he wanted to, because it was just so much length to get around. And I don't think Ocampo was just the craftier puncher to find the shot. I don't think he's crafty enough. I don't think he's crafty enough to find a way around the dude's height and, you know what I'm saying, land something big. I don't think he's crafty enough to, you know, set up a shot throughout the duration of the fight, to where you start having success. All right, cool. I'm tapping the body right here. I'm tapping the body right here. I'm finishing off my combinations right here so I can get him to lean this way. All right, cool. Now I'm getting comfortable with him throwing the combinations to this side, so I'm catching it on this side. Then I finish off the combination with my right hand so he doesn't see the shot coming. You know, I don't think that's, you know, he wasn't crafty like that, man. Lubin is a lot more crafty. He's a lot, you know, he's a lot slipperier. He's a more calculated counter puncher, man. Sebastian Fundora is just a dude, you know, I don't see the defense like that, you know. And granted, he's not getting hit like that because of his height. But what happens when you're in front of somebody who knows how to properly place punches, and they have the snap on their punches to get you to respect it? You know what I'm saying? What happens when it's somebody who's, you know, with a strong base that can push you back? You know what I'm saying? Like, when he throws his uppercut, like, his uppercut is devilish, man, but his uppercut wasn't able to drop, or it wasn't able to drop Ocampo, man. So I'm like, yo, what happens when you're dealing with somebody who you're gonna back up? You know, their power is enough to make you think, oh shit, man, let me get up, let me take a step back and rethink my injury. What happened then? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not so sure. Man. He looked good in the fight, you know, he won it or whatever the case may be, man. But I'm like, I dig that y'all are still trying to develop the kid, but it's like, man, I think so. Y'all need to continue to, if he's gonna continue to fight like that, y'all need to find ways to plug those holes in his defense in the pocket like that. Because Lubin, who is smaller than Charlo, was able to drop and hurt him. Jermel's a demon in there, man. Like, Tony Harrison, like, can he deal with somebody who's slippery, like, and slick like that? Tony Harrison is slippery. Really good counter puncher, really good jab, really good combination puncher, good feet. He could cut the ring off. Can he stay in the pocket with, I don't think he can stay in the pocket with no goddamn Tony Harrison. So I don't know. I'm not so sure, man. I'm just not so sure. And it is kind of daunting that you couldn't even drop Ocampo when Spence did it and stopped him in one round. It's like, yo. Now, granted, you know, like I said, it's just like, I don't really take nothing away from Charlo not being able to stop Montiel because Jaime Munguia did it. I don't do that, because sometimes it's just like, nah, man, I'm just gonna have to risk whatever injuries that I'm gonna possibly get in this fight. You know, neurological injuries, whatever, eye injuries, whatever. I'm not leaving my feet in this fight. And I didn't like how Jack Reese told him, yo, man, you're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna have to show me something. You know, like, you're gonna have to punch harder, otherwise I'm stopping the fight. I didn't like that. It's like, yo, he's fighting. Why are you threatening to stop the fight when he's fighting? This is what you want. He's showing grit in there. You know what I'm saying? He's showing, you know, determination. Like, yo, all right, I'm outmatched, but I'm not folding. Fuck all that. That's what we want out of the fighters that we watch, man. And for you to sit there and tell him that he has to hit harder, otherwise you're gonna stop the fight. And he was still scoring. Dig. So I didn't dig that, but it was an entertaining fight. It was definitely an entertaining fight, man. The dude, shout out to Ocampo for, you know, being the road warrior that he is, man. Not taking no bullshit. I'm not wavering, I'm not dropping, I'm not folding. We fighting in here. But I just, you know, it's certain things that I'm seeing, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been saying for some time now, I think a fighter with a strong base who can stand there and ain't gonna allow you to push them back that's gonna present problems for somebody like a Sebastian Fundora in the now, because he's still growing, he's still developing. But he's calling out Charlo, and I'm looking at Charlo, and I'm like, I don't see how you're gonna be able to deal with that type of pressure, that type of animal instinct, that type of skill set. Charlo really impressed me with that. Brian, I've never seen Charlo box like that before with Brian Castano. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Now, of course, he's not going to be able to fight like that with somebody like Sebastian Fundora because, you know, the disparity in height. But Charlo likes to eat. Shit, I don't want to have to come and find you. You come in and find me. So I don't know, man. I'm convinced that the kid is good. I think Sebastian is dope. I dig, you know, his persona and everything. I dig him as an individual, man, because he has, you know, like I said, he has that Geek Squad Best Buy type look to him. He ain't all extra'd out, man. You wouldn't even know that this dude boxed. You would not know that he boxed. That's his energy. That's his persona, and I dig the fuck out of that. It's just, it's kind of, you know, it's quirky. We have a girl at our gym like that. And she's one of the top amateurs in the country. She's, you know, she's kind of quirky like that as well. Not even kind of, she's quirky like that as well. She's very humble, very mild mannered. She doesn't like drama. She'd much rather not fight you, but that's definitely not no girl that you're trying to, shout out to Mel. That's definitely not no girl you're trying to rumble with. She will fuck you up. She be fucking them chicks up, and you don't, she's a nationally ranked amateur. Beast. But they have the same type of persona. It's not, they not on demon time. It's not no intimidating aura surrounding them. No, you know, no extra out ass energy. Like, yeah, I'm like that. I'll fuck you up. It ain't like that. It's, you know, it's real like quirky. It's real easy to be around. You can let your guard down around them. You can crack jokes on them as long as you're not disrespecting them. So you can crack your jokes or whatever, and they'll laugh it off. Like, yeah, all right, that's cool. You know, they're comfortable to be around. Down when you want to fight him, though. You know, and it's the same with Sebastian Fundora, man. I think the dude is dope, but I definitely think he should develop an outside game because he had a lot of success from the outside. He had a lot of success from the outside, man. I think he needs to start learning how to, you know, add vocabulary to his jab. Learn that you like the uppercut, throw the step in behind the jab and throw the uppercut. Hook off the jab, double jab hook. Double jab straight, jab upstairs, jab downstairs, left straight up top. You know what I'm saying? I think he should add vocabulary to it. That's gonna add layers to his game. That had me scratching my head at if Charlo is ready to deal with them or not. Because at the moment I'm like, I can't see him beating Charlo, and I can't see him beating Tony Harrison either. Tony Harrison's pretty, you know, he's 6'1". He's 6'1", and I'm looking at smaller dudes touch that chin. I'm looking at smaller dudes put him on his pockets. But the kid is good, man. The kid is the goods, man. Good performance, entertaining performance, if anything else, if nothing else. It was really entertaining. Oh, so that was a really good scrap to watch. I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that, man. The sky's the limit for the kid. You know, where does he go up? Where does he go next? What division does he wind up in? Because he's kind of a cheat code right now at 154. Does he finish his career at 168? It's a possibility. He's probably, I think he's done growing height-wise, but you know, he's eventually gonna start to begin to add, you know, muscle and mass to him. Just that comes with age. You know, you're gonna fill out more. He can fuck around and end up at 168 pounds. He can end up at 168 pounds. You know, I don't think he'd jump up to light heavyweight. I think that'd be a little too big for him. But you know, he's only 24. Who's to say what can happen in the next 10 years, man? But good win for Sebastian Fundora. Good win for him. I'm curious to see where they go from here, where they go next. Good win for him. Sky's the limit for Youngin, man. But I really want his team to employ some defense on the inside with it, man, because, and not just defense, counterpunching, man. when you're that close up on someone, man, and some, you know, all right, cool. I can't necessarily reach your chin. Your uppercut is your best punch. Your uppercut is your best punch. So you need to be You need to be working on counter punching. You know, when they go downstairs, you meet them with the uppercut consistently, not just you leading with it. Not just with you leading it with it. And I think you should, you know, throw uppercuts with both of your hands. But mainly, you like to fight in the pocket. I see nothing wrong with that. You and David Benavidez are kind of like anomalies, dog. Like, y'all are dudes who do not like to use y'all height. And that, I don't think that's to y'all detriment either. Like, I'm not throwing shots, but I think David Benavidez has a bigger, you know, a more broader skill set than Sebastian Fundora, man. So I think with him, uppercuts off of counter punches, that would really be, you'd be a hard individual to deal with. If you're gonna fight in the pocket, you start learning how to throw, you start learning how to counter with the uppercut, that's gonna be problems. Like how you did Nathaniel Gallimore. I don't see that. Not Nathaniel Gallimore. Was it Nathaniel? It was who was it that you fought? I forget what undercard you fought on. I think it was a Ghanaian dude you fought. And every time he went to the body, you punished him with the uppercut right up the middle. I think as you start to step up in competition, that's a skill set that you need to begin to develop more at that level. Because that's Spence's biggest. Everybody talks about how Spence looked how slick he looked as an outboxer against Mikey Garcia. When you're fighting somebody who can't give you when you're fighting somebody who's offering you no resistance, you can do whatever it is that you want to do to them. When someone is fighting you and they're offering resistance, that's what it is. That's when you start to see their strong suits, what they're best at. That's when because everything else that you're not good at, they're going to be able to neutralize and blanket. It's what you are good at that's going to shine bright like a diamond when somebody is offering you resistance. So when people start to offer you resistance, that's, you know, that's what I want to see from Sebastian Fundora. Like, I want him to be able to be prepared for that when people start offering him resistance. Because in this division, nobody's going to be able to box with him from the outside. It's all going to be phone booth fighting with him. So start developing them, countering the body shots with the uppercuts, meeting them as they dropping down to tap the body right up the middle with that devilish left uppercut that you already have at your disposal. And start developing your hooks as well, man. And you are looking at somebody who can go around as a great. Because the dude is already a scary individual to deal with. There's no reason why somebody should be that tall in that division. You're they're the height of a heavyweight, at the least a cruiserweight. So, but, you ain't got the frame for it, so it's understandable, and that's where your power's at, man. So salute to you, man. Good win. I'm definitely a fan. I fucks with you. So that's what type time I'm on, man. I'm going in the house. I had a, really irritating day at work, and I just need to kick my feet up and finish my own work, man. So I'll get with y'all later, bro. Deuces.